So Brad, last segment we talked about image-based backup. The main feature of image-based backup, why I would want as a user an image-based backup, is a bare metal restore. So what is a bare metal restore?
Yeah, bare metal restore is a term that gets thrown out a lot, even around like, let's say, older backup technologies. Because the term bare metal restore assumes that you have a new system and you want to get this thing back up in operation very, very quickly. And so as you look at, again, even backup technologies that were around several years ago, if you have a system state backup and if you have your application CDs and things like that, I mean, that is a form of bare metal restore, right? I mean, you have a new system, you can install the OS and get some things going and then dump the system state back to it, and you can be back up and running. However, true bare metal restore and image-based backups are really a marriage made in heaven. It really is, because that really should mean to just a normal human being that I have a piece of equipment here that's brand new. I want to dump one thing back to it, and I want to get it back up and running immediately. And so that's really what bare metal restore capability is. It's that I have a brand new piece of machinery, or I have a piece of bare metal, and I want to dump something to it very quickly to get this thing up in operation.
Now, does it have to be, so this is probably the first question I ever had so I was like, I've got an IBM machine, and this over here is a Hewlett-Packard machine or whatever. With this bare metal restore technology, do these machines have to be the same?
Yeah, they don't. In fact, I mean, again, especially with bare metal restore, again, as we know it today, I mean, it really allows you to move from that Dell to the HP, or
right.
vice versa,
right.
and actually have it just start working. Because the technology that exists underneath the covers of all these things, like, and there's so many of them out there to name. I mean, it's just, the list is endless now. But the fact is the magic has always been the drivers, right? The drivers between the operating system and everything running on top of it and the hardware beneath it. And so these for instance, when you go through one of these restores, these build CDs or boot CDs, they actually figure all those things out for you. So it installs the things that needs to be installed on this piece of machinery that was different from that one over there, and enables you to get back up and running as quick as possible. And that really is the biggest difference between this technology and any other one, is your recovery time.
And I think it's important to go back and actually touch what you talked about at first, where you're talking about, okay, you hear the word bare metal restore, but that does not mean the same thing to everybody. And you talked about the recovery time it could take. The reason is on one bare metal restore, I have to reload the operating system and go, right? I have to start over, reload the operating system. Over here in this bare metal restore, that's a true bare metal restore, I don't have to do anything. I just basically insert some device or some media and boot, and wham, it's back up, lining all those drivers up.
Yeah, and if you compare the timing, I mean, listen, these things vary wildly. I mean, I get that, but we've had cases where let's call it the old-fashioned bare metal restore. It probably took us 4 to 5 hours to restore a device. To get it back up into production. But in this case, especially in a virtual environment, we've had cases where 45 minutes from the time that you press go, that thing is up and ready to do whatever it is that you want it. So you are right. I mean, there are key differences in just the functionality, but there's also key differences in basically the time to recover as well.
Absolutely.